Hello, hello, hello. My name is Victor Moonlit, and thank you for coming to another art stream. I am so excited for today. I will be continuing the emotes that I was working on last week, and if I finish that, the rest I have some really pretty art I've been experimenting with that I'd like to finish. I would like to hopefully finish that on stream. If I am able to, if I finish the emote, I do have a little bit to catch up on. I am just setting this up. Here we go. I did fix up the line art just a little bit, just to make sure that everything looked good, everything was functional. And I'll just be working on this today. I still have Thomas Jefferson in the corner here. Here he is. I drew him last time and I'm like, you know what? He stays in the corner. Banished, that's where he goes. In the corner. I can just literally, like, there we go. He's gone. So it's not really a concern for the final thing. This was supposed to be a little, like, crying emote. I realized after the stream that I forgot to add the tears, which is a very important part. I am a little bummed out about that, but honestly, it works. I can do that right now. I'm just gonna get started. I am really I feel like I am hit with the constant curse of being kind of terrible at starting my streams, but honestly, we're here. That's what matters. Let me just start right away. I'm hoping that everything works okay. I'm hoping mic is good. I'm hoping everything's balanced. The good news, the update I do have from last time. I have bought a very cheap monitor, so I can actually see whether or not I'm muted. I can see the sound levels. I can see what I'm doing. Honestly, astounding. Before, I've been working on my phone and I cannot adjust most things on my phone. So I'm like, oh my god, this is where it's at. This is what everything's about. So I'm like absolutely overjoyed. It gives me the ability to, I mean, like, seeing what you're doing is very important, I would say. But I'm just gonna, I wanted this to be a little, just a little sad emotes, because the ones I've been doing so far have all been like happy, positive emotions. And like, yeah, most of them, there is absolutely a sort of place for that, absolutely, without a doubt. However, I did sort of want to have a kind of mix of emotions. I wanted a little more of the range of human emotions when I'm finally out of emote purgatory, sad face. I'm trying to get myself out of emote purgatory, so fingers crossed. Hopefully, that is my goal, that is my hope, my biggest wish. But yeah, I feel like definitely, yeah, like, starting streams is like, that's what I have to get used to, because I get in the groove and then things turn out completely fine. But starting it is a little But yeah, honestly, do I know how to draw tears? No, I'm just kind of figuring it out. I also thought it would be quite nice to sort of figure out here. I have the little, I have everything here. I should have, yeah, I can decrease my brush size from my drawing tablet, which I found out last time, which I did not know I could do because I hadn't set up any of the keys. And here, all the keys are set up for me, which is really nice. I did not expect that. Very considerate of them, of the drawing tablet company, to have it set up. I think the thing I'm most excited for is really, I want to try to shade and highlight the tears. That's gonna be like so exciting. That's really like my absolute highlights. of all of this is, oh my god, I'm finally gonna get to shade this. Wow, wow, that's amazing. That's so exciting. So hopefully, I'm hoping that the tiers aren't too small. I also have a list beside me of, I guess sort of like topics to talk about on stream. So I've actually prepared it ahead of time for once, which is good. But I figured first little bit, I'll just talk, see what comes out of it, you know? Like I can reach for that when I am struggling for that. I did also, I usually what I do before my streams is I kind of at least attempt to get everything looking all pretty and nice before I even get in the groove. However, I did not have as much time for that as I usually give myself. I meant to just spend, like, you know, a little bit of time, like, oh yeah, I have some audio I need to finish editing, and then by the time I finish the audio, it's like, oh, okay, I do not have as much time to fix up the line art as I thought I would. So honestly, it's a little scuffed, as you can see, but it works. It works. And as long as it works, that's what matters. That's what matters. But welcome into the stream. I hope y'all are having a good day, a good night, whatever time zone you're in. I hope things are pretty chill for y'all. I hope y'all sit back, relax, enjoy the stream. That's honestly all I'm wishing for. These little like tiers in the corners, the inner corners, they don't make sense. I'm gonna be honest, they do not make sense. This is not how the eye anatomy works, like, at all. This is definitely a learning process for me, but everything's kind of a learning process at the end of the day, you know. Everything's a learning process, and it is my job to improve, get better. It is my hope that eventually, with all of these art streams, that I do end up improving a lot on my art. That's really all I could wish for at the end of the day. Because it's like anything. You do a skill for 10,000 hours, and then you end up getting really, really good at it. And at the end of the day, that's kind of all I could wish for. That is my greatest hope at the end of the day. But oh my god, am I gonna have to go on the list of things? Right, okay. I actually, one thing that I've been super excited for, after my first stream, I had a friend end up offering me some art, like, hey Victor, I have some art that I would like to draw for you. You know, you can use it for your thumbnails, you can use it for your schedules, like, you can use it for basically whatever you want, completely free to use. And I've been sent quite a few sketches of possibilities. I've given input on, you know, these are my favorites, these are the ones I'm not rocking with quite as much, just a whole bunch of possibilities. And I'm incredibly happy to say that I've actually been sent some final art. So I am beyond excited to be able to finally share that. I'll have that on my next schedule. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. There was a whole list of sketches on a bunch of scenarios, and I ended up saying, like, you know, these are my favorites. These are some of the more, like, versatile ones you can use for a variety of scenarios. And my friend was like, you know what? I got you. I'm just gonna choose one of your favorites, and I can just work around it to make it more versatile. And just oh my god, I am so excited to show that off. I've been so excited in the background, just like looking at, this is what's done, this is the possibilities. It's I am going to spoil it a little bit just because I'm so excited about it. I'm so excited. The one that ended up getting chosen is this little sketch of me playing DDR, definitely inspired by there's an arcade downtown It opened up about a year ago, and it has a whole bunch of imported rhythm games, and I love rhythm games. When I was 12, from my local game store, I ended up buying a copy of Hatsune Miku Project Diva F Second for the PS3. I'd previously, the only rhythm game I'd played before that was Persona 4 Dancing All Night. Of course, the little rhythm game there, the branded one with a whole new story. And I had loved it so much that I ended up deciding, like, you know, like, people say this is a lot of fun. I want to check this out. And then it ended up getting me into Vocaloid, it ended up getting me even further into the rhythm game rabbit hole. I was playing it on my Vita the other day. Hello, welcome to the chat, It's nice to see you, I've never seen you before. I hope you're doing good. Welcome to the stream, hi. I am just, ta-da. My little crying emote for all the times something sad happens, all the times you just need to give it a little bit of a cry, you know. And because I really wanted to, especially shading this, I'm like so excited for that. But oh my god, I was thank you so much. I'm so happy about that. I'm so happy that you like it. I'm hoping that with the shading it will be even better, but it's definitely something I've been working on. My shading is definitely a work in progress for sure. I still can't believe that last time I streamed this, when I sketched all this, I forgot to draw the tears. It's like, that's the whole point. It's the whole point. How did you forget? That's unbelievable. So I'm so glad that everything is... I'm so glad people like it. Oh my god. I've been working on emotes every week for, I don't know, 4 weeks now, probably. I started doing it one time and I'm like, you know, I'm just gonna keep going. This is fun and it's very useful to have these. I can't even shade. Honestly, every time I draw, it looks like a 5-year-old did it. I definitely get you on that. Oh my god. Literally just from starting streaming, I've improved my art so much. I know everyone says this, but at the end of the day, it really is like, you gotta draw a lot of things that you think are kind of shit in order to make things that are kind of good. Honestly, I believe in you. I fully believe in you. You can definitely improve your art. But yeah, honestly, I totally get you. There's a lot of things where it's like, I've practiced a lot and it's like, I still cannot do this, like, at all. Okay, I've got the tears done. There we go. That is... yeah, I think the positioning is really good on that. I'm hoping that the liner isn't too messy, but honestly, everything can be fixed. I'm drawing my OC right now and her brother. Oh my god, I love that. I love OCs. That's actually so sweet. God, there's so many OCs I haven't drawn in so long. I actually kind of miss it, to be honest. She's really better than all my other drawings. I'm actually so happy to hear that. See, you've got something good. That means you've got something good. You can just keep going and you'll improve your art. I absolutely believe in you. Everyone's, like, pretty much you practice any skill, you'll get good at it. I have a lot of OCs I've been wanting to draw recently just because I put them all in the new Tomodachi Life and it's like, my OCs, I haven't drawn some of them in like 4 years. I definitely need to do that. And I've just been like yearning for that. Like, I need to return back to OC. I need to return back to my blurbos. I cannot keep not drawing them. I absolutely need them. Okay, I have the little stars. I cannot draw a star for the life of me. Her name's V, and she's a trans femme and has a bisexual brother named Danny, and she calls him Dan Dan. Oh, that's really cute. I've V is always such a nice name, I feel. It's like the sort of like letter names. You don't see those too often, but they're always like short, sweet. I really, really like them. That's actually so cool. I love hearing about people's OCs. I just love characters, to be honest. I I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. Oh yeah, what I was saying before I realized, like, wait a minute, I had a point I was saying. Um oh god, oh god. Right. I started playing Project Diva F, the rhythm game, when I don't even remember why I started saying that. Funny part is I named her V before finding out there's a K-pop idol named V. V is from BTS, right? I think I've heard of that. Honestly, when I heard V, my immediate thought was not the K-pop V. I was honestly thinking of V from Mystic Messenger, the blue-haired guy. I used to play that game so much when I was in like middle school, a little bit of high school. Whenever I got the chance, I miss it. Okay, I got it right. I got it right. Let's go. Let's go. I have not heard much of their music, honestly. What I've heard wasn't that bad though. I think definitely I would check them out if I got the chance. I I don't, admittedly, I do not know as much about K-pop as I should. I have some friends that are serious K-pop stans that always tell me about their faves. I think I think the one I normally hear about is Day 6, but I mean, when it comes to names, it's usually just BTS is the popular one. Hello, hello, welcome to the chat. I hope y'all having a good day or night. I hope you're having a good day or night as well. Thank you so much for coming. I would recommend Swim as a beginning song. Honestly, taking notes, listening and learning. I I've heard I think I've heard a little bit on the radio as well, but those were like most the ones of the most in English because of course it's Canadian store radio. Like it was a shock that they honestly put BTS on it in the first place. Okay, I've realized like, oh my god, last time I forgot so many little details. I was not supposed to forget all my details. I like BTS, Big Brother, Big Bang, the era of legends as they say. Definitely, yeah, there's a reason why they're so popular, right? I Oh my god, I have a story about this. The most I've heard about BTS, I've had some serious coworker trauma before about BTS actually. Straight up like petty fight kind of stuff, honestly. Um I remember being told from one coworker, like, oh my god, like, because I worked in a drugstore. I worked in a mysterious, unnamed Canadian drugstore. Um, but I had one coworker come up to me like, oh my god, like one of the pharmacists is like, oh, you're a fake fan for like not being able to fly out to Korea to go to their concerts, and like there was literal drama about that in the workplace, which is the most shocking place to have it, honestly. Stop. I'm doing good. Just woke up. It's 7 a.m. for me because I'm in Korea at the moment. Oh my god, welcome from Korea. Um, yeah, it's definitely early. Good morning to you then. I did not know what time zone you were in. It's always really nice to see where people are from. Next week you're gonna be in Japan. Oh, that's so exciting. Oh my god. Anything in particular you're planning on doing there? I've I've definitely I've had friends that are like, oh my god, someday if we get the money, we definitely need to head to Japan. But it's always just like, like a lot of people go there. It's always just kind of like wishful thinking, like let's have fun planning out an imaginary vacation. Buying cars. Is there is there a benefit to I mean, I was gonna ask, is there a benefit to Japanese cars? But I mean, like, think of the amount of car companies that come out of Japan, like Toyota, Subaru, etc. There's gotta be. I'm in America. Welcome from America. Oh my god. It's so nice to hear where people are from, actually. I hate it here. There's nothing to do here. I think that really depends on where you are. I've actually only been to the States once in my life. I was 18 years old. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't tell them, like, I still lived with my parents. I didn't tell them or anything. I just kind of went. I just kind of, like, I got a passport. I just went off, but I went off to New York City. So there was a lot to do. If you're in a more rural area, then, like, yeah, there's not gonna be much to do. But I feel like anywhere you are, it's really gonna depend, like, how much of a big city you're near. If you're back, yeah, of course. Take your time. Take your time. I've been to America, but like, it was definitely fun. But like, it's also like one of the biggest cities. It's one of the biggest cities. You know, of course, there's gonna be stuff to do. It was like, I've been in Times Square and all of that, and definitely it's like, oh my god, this is like really, really different. It kind of felt like Niagara Falls, like the entertainment district, but also it had a uniqueness that I'd never seen before, and it was the coolest thing ever. I'm in a workshop, and I mostly do tune-ups, body kits, and many others, so I go around, buy cars from auctions, tune up, and sell them. Oh, that is so cool. I'm gonna be honest, I don't have a license. I do not know anything about cars, but definitely there's a lot of people, I find that people who are into cars definitely get like really, really into cars. I definitely know people who are major car fans that are like, I have like 4 different cars, here's an explanation of like all my cars, where I've got it. It's definitely like super, super cool. But it's always something that I kind of just listen in the background because there's not much I can really give to it. Oh my god, no license. Let's go. I'm at the kind of age where people will sort of nag on you for not having a license, but it is what it is. Sometimes you have reasons not to drive. Most of the street baddies drift monster cars. Oh my god, like racing cars. Oh, that's definitely not what I expected. Oh my god. I was thinking like, oh god, like big brands. Oh, that's even cooler. Oh my god. Question, have you ever seen those sort of cars that are like, I've seen it a couple times here at like conventions. People bring their cars that like have wraparound art of their favorite character. Oops, I didn't mean to bump the mic. Of like their favorite character. Like I've seen Hatsune Miku cars. I've seen a couple Genshin cars before. I've definitely seen at least one VTuber car. I swear to God, I've definitely seen that. But have you ever seen anything like that? Yeah, many times our shop does custom paintwork and body wraps. Oh wait, you do that? Wait, whoa. It is pricey, of course. Yeah, I mean it would be, but people go crazy with their cars, I think. Out of curiosity, approximately how much would it cost if you wanted to get, let's say you were dead set on I need a Hatsune Miku car? What would be the sort of average price for that? I don't know if it depends on the complexity or if it's like, you know, like whatever we can print, just like same price for everything. The most I've actually been in with customized cars, I used to have a coworker that had like super crazy like RGB lights and everything. Got driven home once and it's like, you go in there, it's like rainbow colors all around. It's literally the coolest car I've ever been in. Cause like you don't have a license, you work a job, you hang out with friends, you get a lot of rides home. I've been in a lot of people's cars. I've been in so many different cars. The other one is, I have a friend with an electric vehicle, and that thing, you're on the highway with her in that car. It's actually so fast that it's kind of scary. It's like, I didn't know cars could feel this fast. This is like luxury kind of car. 4,000 to 6,000. Okay. So it's basically like, it's basically like a fursuit for your car. That's not the way I should have put that. But I'm thinking in terms of like price. It's like, yeah, that's fursuit price. That's fursuit price. Like if your friend and I would go low, I would say 3,500. Can't go lower than that. Definitely, yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense, especially with how clean they are. It definitely, I feel like it definitely would be a lot of work for that. Okay, I think I can just go on the colors. I told myself I had a list of things to do before stream, and one of them was to get the correct colors. I didn't do that. I do have a monitor on the side, but the colors are not accurate at all. So let's see how much of a drastic difference this is. Oh my god, you have dogs. What kind? That's so exciting. My family back home, we have a chocolate lab. Honestly, the guy is super energetic, but I mean like big dogs. They're kind of going to be. I haven't seen him in quite a while, but every time I see him, he still has like tons and tons of energy. I also grew up with cats, and they're getting a little bit old at this point. So like seeing them on energy like a young dog has is definitely affected by my expectations of like, oh wait, yeah, I have cats. They're seniors, they're like 12 years old, they're definitely like going down in energy, so seeing this guy be so energetic is definitely like a shock. I have never heard of band dogs. What kind of breed is that? Like bigger dog, smaller dog? I'm just really curious to know. This is actually so exciting to hear about people's lives. Very big. Okay. Yeah, I get you on that. The one my family had was, they still have it. They still have him. Like he isn't dead or anything. The one my family has is definitely like a very big dog, like smaller than a person, but like larger than a child, you know. I mean, I think all of them are gonna be smaller than a person, unless you have like, I think it's a Great Dane, which are supposed to be like absolutely massive dogs. I've seen pictures of them. They're just kind of like, I didn't know dogs got that big. Second on the rank of dogs have bone-crushing bite force, so mostly guard hunting dogs. That would make a lot of sense. Yeah. Tuxedo Cat used to have a dog, but oh, I'm so sorry for your loss. Oh my god. I'm so sorry to hear that. Honestly, yeah, cats are definitely more what I'm used to be honest. My family has two. I see them every couple months. Still, when I go to visit, they're still good and kicking, even though they're a lot older now. And you know, that's what I'm happy about them. They're 24/7 at my workshop guarding the new fancy expensive car parts and many other things. Oh wait, they come with you at work. Okay. So it's the sort of thing where it's like, they're working dogs then. I didn't know that. When I think of working dogs, I usually think of like those sled dogs. So it's actually so cool to know that like, wait, oh my god, they still have all kinds of working dogs. Because I know a lot of them are mostly just like house pets nowadays. Okay, I'm thinking, oh yeah, that color is definitely off. Oh no. It is time for the part of the stream where I desperately attempt to figure out what the fuck a right color is, and it's not gonna be. That looks closer. Honestly, I touch up the colors after the stream, just all the time, just because I already know I'm not gonna get it right. I just gotta do my best. One of these days, I'll end up, what layer is that on? My god. Okay, there we go. One of these days, I'll end up just having a sort of sheet where it's like, I can just color pick and get everything right. I really want a husky and a German shepherd. Oh, those are really cute pics, actually. I think if I had to pick a favorite, it would definitely be Huskies are definitely really cute. I also like Shiba Inus just because their face is like, I look at them and it's like, oh my god, they look so kind. I have on my shelf beside me, I have a little, I think I have a plushie. It might be at my family's house still, but I should have a little plushie of a Shiba Inu I got when I was a kid. I need a service dog for my anxiety, but I don't need one since it isn't too bad. Yeah, that's this kind of thing where it's like, if it helps you, it's definitely worth looking into. But aren't they like super expensive? Cause it's kind of like all of the training has definitely got to be really expensive. But if you're in America, your insurance might cover it as well. I'm not too sure about how American insurance works. I just know it's supposed to be like a hellhole. Every person that works on cars, well, 100% German cars are a pain to work on. They engineer it so hard to even work on it. Really? That seems kind of like counterproductive. Like, what do you do if your car breaks down? Aren't cars supposed to be easy to fix? I definitely got this sort of like, oh yeah, fix it up and resell it thing. I got given a while ago, I got given a Ziploc bag of just a ton of broken iPhones, like older models, like the iPhone 5, the iPhone 6S. I have a bunch of models on that I was supposed to work on and fix. I didn't end up finishing like even one of them. I think I opened the thing up, saw that the screen type was the wrong type, and I was like, oh, okay, I don't even have the right part for this. Something about the iPhone 6 and the 6S, the screens look the same, but one of them has 2 cables and one of them has 3 cables inside, and you can't mix and match them. So you open it, you have the wrong kind of screen, it's like, ah man, I'm kind of screwed here. Take it to workshops like us and get to charge a kidney price for it. I mean, like, luxury cars, definitely people go crazy on their cars, but like, it feels kind of silly to me personally to think like, oh, you're gonna spend so much on a car and it's not even, and then you have to pay so much every time it breaks down. It doesn't feel worth it to me, but I know a lot of people treat their cars like it's their child's. Japanese cars like super, you can work on it at home, do everything yourself, just watch videos and you're good. That's definitely what I'm thinking of like, that sounds like a good car to me. I feel like if you can repair it yourself, it definitely has like bonus points in my mind. It's definitely the sort of thing with electronics as well. Like, if you can take it apart and fix it yourself, absolutely 100%. That's great. That's good. We need more things like that. If it's a sort of thing where it's like the repair is very difficult, you can only buy the parts from the company, or you can't buy the parts from the company at all, and you kind of have to get like aftermarket parts, a second junk phone just to fix your current phone. That's the sort of thing where it's like, I don't like it. I feel like we definitely need to make it easier to fix things. So the Japanese cars sound a lot better in my eyes. That's why many drift sport cars enjoyers would look for imported cars. Yeah, definitely. Would that mean you have to import the parts as well, or would it more so be like, you can just use the parts that you already have wherever you are? Like, would they be common parts? Are they more proprietary? Like, you have to buy it directly from the company. You cannot just switch them out between models. I feel like I'm learning so much, taking notes, listening and learning for sure. I'm having an absolute blast with this. Just coloring in the eyes here. Okay, that's definitely a lot better. While I still have this blue out, I'm just gonna get everything in this blue. And then as soon as I finish with this blue, I can go on to the skin tone, which is, oh god, I always worry about like, oh god, I'm not gonna get the skin tone right, but color pick is color choosing colors when you can't just directly color pick is kind of a nightmare. And you'd think I would learn my lesson. I've not learned my lesson yet. Many extra parts back at the shop, because if I'm buying a car, I always find out what breaks the most, and I stock up on that part while I'm here. Take it all back. Okay, that's pretty smart, yeah. So it is dependent on the car. That's good to know. I run on my mom's side, the family are big car nerds. I'm learning slowly the different engines. I can tell when a car is diesel and or the thing that makes your car sound really high pitch. Do they have different sounds? BMW's most common failures include oil leaks from valve cover, oil filter, housing gaskets. Okay. Oil leaks would that not affect the rest of the car? That sounds like a really, really bad issue. So if you're a BMW car dealer, you stock in different parts. Oh, okay. So depending on so different dealers deal with different brands of cars, so that's how they get the parts. Okay, it's all coming together now. Or you can overcharge hell. I mean, if you have to buy the parts, like, you gotta make a profit somewhere. It sucks, but like, if the parts cost crazy amount of prices, then fixing it's gonna cost crazy amount of prices. It's just gonna supply and demand, you know? You gotta have enough money to pay your rent at the end of the day. Okay. This is definitely, I have no idea why this was... I fixed the sort of like chain on the necklace before stream. I did not even look at this part. There's, the curse of line art, the curse of trying to get your line art right. It's a good reason why people saying BMW's a lawyer doctor's car so they break, and fixing will cost a good kind of money. I thought people thought BMW was like the sort of like poor person type of car, but it might just be because it's like very, very common. God, I'm thinking about like, do I even recognize cars? I don't. Normally when I see a car outside and I'm like, oh yeah, it's definitely like that brand, it's usually like, oh, that's like a Cybertruck. There's so many of them on the streets nowadays. And it's like, they're so ugly. I don't know why they look like that. I'm still baffled every time I see one, and I'm like, you paid so much money for that? Really? Really? For that? You paid that much? It's just kind of like an enigma to me why there's so many out there. But if it works for you, it works for you. Older BMW, many also good price, so dudes had to tune them, lower them, make them louder. That I cannot... It feels like people are trying to be show-offs on the road. There's a ton of cars where it's like, they're passing by you and they will be ear-shatteringly loud, and it's like, why? Why do you need to make your presence heard? Like it's 10 p.m. People are trying to sleep. Don't be doing this. Finding out that it is a purposeful upgrade was definitely like, oh, those people just kind of feel like a jackass to me now. If you're purposefully trying to make it that loud. Okay, I've got all of that. All right. I needed to do the skin tone. Let's see, can I get a proper skin tone? Let's find out. I'm just gonna... Purple was not in the cards. Let's see. This is my challenge that I am not good at. That is very small for brush size. There we go. Okay. Let me put that on a new layer. Is that... Honestly, that looks a lot closer than what I normally get. I'll take it. A win is a win. The newer BMW sedans, 100,000 for BMW. That's crazy. Think about $100,000 cars like Lamborghinis and shit. Oh my god. People in the car world really go crazy for it. Even just like car adjacent things. Like there's an arcade downtown They import a lot of rhythm games. I've absolutely loved going there. I went there a little bit after it opened, and it's just been like, oh my god, arcade. Wow, so fun, so fun. I love going there. But a couple months ago, they got this racing game. I think it's one of the Wengan Midnight cars, and people go crazy for it. It's supposed to be the sort of thing where it costs like at least $100 to fully tune a car, and having a fully tuned car gets you in more of the races. And like even just car adjacent media for that, like people go surprisingly hard on it. It's actually so surprising to me. I will mute my mic for a little bit, take a little sip of my tea. Stay hydrated, stay hydrated. I'm gonna take a sip of my tea, I said, before spilling the tea all over my arm, down my clothes, on my drawing tablet. Hold on. Give me a minute. There's tea everywhere. Oops. Oh my god. Oh my god, that was bad. Drawing tablet is dry. Yes. Swear to god, I think I spilled like a fifth of my glass everywhere. I had a nice little blanket on. I was so cozy, and now it is soaked in tea. I've done that before. It's a full bottle of soda. Soda is the worst. I used to work retail, and the amount of sticky floors I've had to clean up because people would spill, like cases of pop. They actually, they get punctured and they spill everywhere way more often than you think. And it's like, it's not the worst thing to clean up. The worst thing to clean up is actually soap, because soap is very concentrated. I promise you, you spill like half a bottle of soap, like, it breaks on you. No, like the floors will be slippery, especially in an environment where it's like, you know, someone slips on the floor before you put a wet floor sign down, like, you know, they're gonna sue the store. And in that sort of environment, having soap everywhere, all over the floor, a nightmare situation. But pop is definitely the second worst. Might be a real good mechanic, but I will never work on cars like Lambo, Ferrari, Bugatti. You need different tools for each part, and you must 100% use real new parts. So it's 20k for an oil change, and people are paying that every single time. Like, for real? Oh my god. There is so much about the car world that I could have never expected in my greatest dreams. So when people buy supercars, they always make sure you have enough money so you can buy 2 of it. That's smart. That is smart if it costs that much. Aren't those, going along with your previous point, aren't those like, aren't those European cars as well? I swear to god, at least one of those has to be German. Buy one and use the other half the money to keep it running. Yeah. I mean, it's the sort of thing of like, oh no, like my electronics broke, I'm gonna buy another one for parts. It's definitely electronics repair is basically my method to try to process, understand this. It's not something I'm particularly good at, but it is something I've been wanting to learn. I even have like an extra 3DS from my childhood that ended up breaking when I was a kid. And it broke when I was in middle school, and I still have it to this day as spare parts. The thing doesn't even turn on. But it's like, you know, if any of the buttons break, I've got it. I can just use my spare junk 3DS on my new 3DS and just fingers crossed pray that the parts that break are separate and that the parts work with each other. Buy a house for that price. Where are you getting houses for 220,000? maybe I'm just from like a high cost of living area. That's like, I wish, I wish houses cost that little. That's if houses cost 220,000, that would be like the dream. Oh my god. Uncle's a big car nerd, doesn't matter the car. He's always there to explain which part of the car is which and whatnot. Oh, people like that are always so helpful. Oh my god. That's so sweet. I'm just gonna... There we go, there we go. I'm really just... I feel like with the eye shape, it's kind of like I'm gonna have to figure that out. I'm gonna have to figure that out because I can't get the inner corner tier until I really figure out like what is the eye shape gonna be. Like what is this gonna be? Actually, you know what? Let me color this in and then I'll just figure that out right away because I feel like I always procrastinate on the hardest parts, but like you kind of gotta get them done eventually. You gotta get that done. If it's outside the city, the price... Yeah, that would explain it. That would explain it. I feel like, yeah, it would be cheaper, but then you have to live in a more rural area, and sometimes that's like... I feel like that's always gonna be difficult. That's definitely why... Like, that's definitely why the houses are cheaper, but at the same time, yeah, the houses are cheaper, but... Is it worth it if you can't make it to a grocery store? There's a lot of factors you'd have to figure out. I feel like the right answer is never universal. Nice city person, I need peace and chill area. Oh my god. A farm. Oh my god. You're actually living the dream for real. Chicken, pigs, and a few cows. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's... Oh my god. Listen. Ever since I was a little kid, my family is not... I wasn't born in the city, but my family moved to the big city when I was way too young to remember. So I've lived in big cities my entire life. Living rural is like... I kind of envy people who get really used to that, because for me it's like I'm too used to all of the conveniences that you get just from I'm too used to the conveniences that you get when you sort of live in a big city like that. You've started to plant some vegetables. Oh, that's always so fun. Honestly, I've tried my hand at growing a few plants back in the day. I feel like my greatest nightmare is that I've literally forgotten that I've tried to grow plants. It's kind of... I feel like if I remembered to check on them, I could be quite good at it, because especially vegetables, like, you can save so much money. You can literally, like, you try to grow bell peppers, strawberries, things like that, you can literally take it straight from the fruit or the vegetable. I tried growing herbs once from cuttings. That to me is the real challenge. That's like gardening hard mode. But I also used to grow plants with my dad when I was a little kid. Oh, nice! Y'all have a garden in your backyard. I used to have that as well. Oh, you live in Australia. Okay. So just vacationing. That makes sense. Oh, that's definitely really far from Korea. I'm actually kind of amazed. Okay, I'm gonna... Yeah, colors are almost good on the colors. I'm just gonna take this, I'm gonna make it a little bit lighter. And then I'm just gonna go for it. Where is that layer? There we go. And then, yay, I get to do my favorite part, the shading, the highlighting. It's always my favorite part. It's always a kind of blast. Anytime, I feel like nowadays, anytime I can practice, hair shading especially is... I love it so much. Many of my clients are liking the Korean luxury car brand called Genesis. I'm buying around 2.3 cars they wanted. Oh, okay. I mean, if you have the money, why not? And just gonna color this in. And then I'm gonna get the, oops, my bad. I'm gonna get the stars going here. I am so close to the shading, the highlighting. I can't wait, I can't wait. I feel like I always struggle with making the highlights kind of shiny. But like, I feel like it's a learning process, but every time I try to shade, I try to make it a little bit more shiny because it looks good, That's the kind of style I like. I want to make it look good to me. Create so small you can go to both ends. That is definitely true. Yeah. It looks like a much smaller country for sure. Very humid, oh, humid would kill me. Oh my god, I don't know how you handle that. I'm envious. I've been told by too many people. I've definitely had a lot of coworkers that will hear me complain about the heat and they'll be like, you're a born Canadian, that's why you can't handle the heat as much. Like this is cold to me. Like, you're hot. Anything over 20 degrees kills me. I'm done. Summer is basically a living nightmare for me. Hitting my head every time I feel the toilet seat is too small. It's so interesting seeing like the small changes like that. I had a friend come visit. I've had a couple friends visit where I am. And one friend took a layover in Ottawa, which is close to like Quebec, where like all of the French-speaking places are. I live in an Anglophone area, so he comes over to me after his layover, and he's like, oh my god, I got so used to all the signs being in French that I go in, and the signs are all in English, and it's like, that's so weird. Okay, where is it actually? What way is it actually? And I have to just be like, okay, man, you came from Francophone area for like 2 hours. Like, most of the country is not like that. I've never had bibimbap either. I've seen it in the freezer aisles. It's a sort of thing of like, oh yeah, I should try it, but just getting around to it. 6'8". I'm not gonna lie to you, that feels a little unbelievable. Oh my god. I'm in awe of your prowess. I am so short. I try to pretend like I'm not, but you would tower over me. Oh my god. I am shocked. I am in awe. Okay, that is, yeah. Okay. I think definitely, with the tiers, I feel like I should start off with white, kind of, and then I can start adding blues and the like. Blues, maybe a little bit actually, a little bit translucent. Let me color this in, and I'm gonna make it translucent. Because it should have some skin color in there as well, because like tears are shiny, clear. Blue is a very good color for water, very good with the color palette, but... Oh my god! Am I the shortest one here? Dude. I'm the fucking streamer and I'm the shortest one here. I can't believe this. I am in awe. You've definitely got me surprised here. I'm hoping I'm doing okay. I'm not gonna lie to you, I've never had such a eventful chat before. This is a little new to me. Oh, 6'4". Yeah, that would make sense. I feel like it's also luck based at the end of the day. I have brothers that are... I have 2 brothers over 6 feet. I'm 5'6". I got the short end of the stick. So it really is just luck at the end of the day. Let's see. Oh, oops, my bad. Okay. Let's get this out of the way. Yeah, okay. Here we go. I feel like everything's just a mess, but if it works, this color is on the sketch layer. I'll pretend like it's not. That's gonna be my problem to deal with. Is that... that does not look good. Does not look good. Oh god. Oh god, this definitely... I am learning so much through my failures, and it is not going good. That's true. I'm not that much shorter, but it's like, damn, I didn't expect to be outnumbered like this. I'm so jealous. Oh, okay. That's not how height works, but I do admire the thought. I mean, yeah. There are some things where it's like, oh yeah, like American units, like, oh yeah, we use those too. And some things where it's like, what the fuck is a mile? I've got the weird sort of, I've got the weird country stuff where we use imperial for some of it, but only in like specific situations. Like we use, in height, we always say it in inches and feet. But for anything else other than height and woodworking, it's metric. For like the weather outside, that's in Celsius. Our stoves are in Fahrenheit. It's fucking weird. I don't know why it's doing that. Girl, I'm trying to learn the metric system. I feel like I'm trying to learn the imperial system, honestly. Every time someone's like, oh, it's 80 degrees outside, I'm like, girl, are you dying? You okay over there? You okay? Because I'm always trying to wrap my head about it, and I'm thinking like, green tea steeping temperature? That's you? That's you right now? Nah, that can't be it. That can't be it. Okay, I think I'm just gonna give up on the tears around the eyes. I'm just like, I tried my best, and it didn't work out. It's okay. That's a shame, but what can you do? I know for next time, at least. I think every place but Canada in the USA. I mean, hey, credit where it's due, credit's where it's due. We use the metric system for a lot of things. credit where credit's due, But, from what I've heard, I think there's one other country that uses... I think there's one other country that uses imperial units. I cannot remember for the life of me where it, like, what country it is. I think it's somewhere between the south of Asia and Africa. I'm pretty sure. I've heard there's one other country, but it's wild. It's a little surprising, to be honest. Why are they the only one trying to be different? That's what I'm wondering. It makes me want to open up a history book. Like, what happened here? What's the deal here? What ended up happening? Okay. Yeah, that's... There we go. Okay. Let's go. Everything fully colored. Thank God. I can finally get onto the shading. That is everything I could ever hope for. Finally. This is the moment I've been waiting for. This is what it's all Good luck, good luck. I hope you win the battle. I hope you win the war. I feel like I used to see Clash of Clans everywhere. I think when I was in high school, it was at its peak. It had to be the most popular. I've heard that goddamn intro song so much, more than you could believe. Okay, this is not where I normally put the shading, but I did that for my last piece, and I'm like, ooh, I think the shading going here. I think it would be really nice. I think it would be nice to experiment, sort of shake it up a little, Oh, I'm so sorry. Is there any way you could order one online? I know depending on your postal service, there are some that where you can ship it to the post office, but it's not possible with every postal service. And that fucking sucks. I'm sorry, man. Now it's even bigger than it was. I really thought it peaked years ago. I had no idea it was still going strong. I feel like mobile games is the sort of thing where it's like I have not touched it in years. I play games on my handheld or I play games on my PC. I think the last mobile game I touched was Project Sekai. It had to be. And God, even that I haven't touched in way too long. Oh my, okay, that's fucked. I'm so sorry. I mean, hell, right, you said you're 17. I hope things get better for you. I'm so sorry. Most of the big gacha games were MOBAs before PC. I mean, I feel like nowadays a lot of them are more so like I've seen a lot of things like RPG type of things. Yeah, I'm thinking like the big gacha games. There's like RPGs like the Holyverse games, like Fate Grand Order, I'm pretty sure. Most of the gachas I've played, to be completely honest, were the rhythm games. I still yearn for Love Live School Idol Festival. I still miss it. It shut down years ago, but I put so much fucking time into Love Live School Idol Festival. I miss it. I've tried. They had School Idol Festival too, but they announced the it was fucking crazy because they announced the start of it. They announced the English opening date and they announced the closing date in the same tweet. Honestly, I feel like once you become an adult, you sort of anytime you see someone that's actively in high school, it's like, oh shit, you're young. Wow. Anyone good with PC parts? I've done a little bit of upgrades, but honestly, my I always say I'm more of a software guy, not so much of a hardware guy. Hardware is like I'm still learning. I had assistance when I was buying the laptop I'm streaming from. But software, I've been the tech support for too many people at this point, too many. Oh, building computers is so fun. I wish. 3060 Ti for good, decent for gaming. That is a great question. To my knowledge, it's not gonna be the best thing. I mean, my family computer as a kid couldn't run shit, and it had like way worse parts than that. For the price, as long as it's not too expensive, it doesn't sound that bad. The site I used when I was looking to buy things was, I think it was called a GPU benchmark. If you look it up, it'll give you like stats and everything. I have a 4050 and it can run things really well. So I'd say probably, worst case scenario, you lower the graphics settings on some things and it will run most things fine. I've run most games fine before on a really, like it was in 2016, it was very low level, and then years later, it can't run shit. And it was still able to run a lot, so I think you'll be fine, to be honest. I have no doubt in my mind about that. It won't be the best, nor will it be the worst. Yeah, that's a better way to put it, yeah. Like, it's not, like, there's better out there, but, like, better out there nowadays has got to be a lot more expensive. I didn't have the best hardware when I bought my laptop a couple years ago, and even still, it's like, it was quite expensive. RTX 4, okay. Frequently outperforms. Oh, that's good to know. That's good to know. I'm just thinking, like, in terms of, oh shit, this is what I have. How does this perform? Frequently outperforms. Yeah, that is good at least. Xbox and PlayStation, yeah, I get you. I grew up with the PS3. Was like my beloved PS3. I miss it. There's a lot of games nowadays that I would kill to play again. Currently playing the first Kingdom Hearts. Oh, that's so fun. Oh my god. That's definitely on my list of things to play. I got offered by a family member a PS3 they're not using, so hopefully, fingers crossed. I might... Kingdom Hearts is... I feel like I should look into streaming that, because I can just borrow the game off of my family and stream that, so... Definitely, I want to look into that. Because that's definitely something where it's like, oh yeah, that would be really fun to play. I'd like to do that. Most of the I've been thinking a lot about like, oh yeah, there's so many PS3 games I want to stream. Mostly just like old JRPGs and things I grew up with. But Kingdom Hearts is like, oh, I would actually really like to get into that. When I was a little kid, I tried playing it, and then I gave up before you even got to the Disney shit. It was actually kind of embarrassing how bad I was. But it's also like 10. Do it, it'll take you forever to beat. Honestly, bet I'll put that on the list. It'll take me a bit to acquire, but I will be able to pick up a PS3 soon, and I will be able to borrow that, rip that. Depends how it plays on my computer, but honestly, things have been playing pretty well. The only thing where it's like, even if I rip it, I would not trust to play it on my computer would be, unfortunately, rhythm games, just because any bit of lag in rhythm games is an absolute no-no. Rhythm games are like, yeah, you kind of need a capture card, or you need a capture card, or it has to be on PC, or like, good luck, that little bit of lag is gonna kill you. Super confusing. It's so fun though, it rage baits me half the time. Yeah, I get you on that. I mean, like, a lot of like why I never beat it was because like I played it as a kid. Children are notoriously not good at games, but there was a lot of it where it's like, yeah, it might take me a little bit to, there's definitely some boss battles I was doing that's definitely like, yeah, I feel like it would definitely take me more than one try, for sure, nowadays. Okay, that's... Oh, that's not... I feel like I'm just like editing this and seeing just kind of how it looks. Oh my god, it's been... I feel like I shouldn't be all that surprised on how long things take, but I always look at how long I was streaming and I was like, huh, okay. That is longer than I expected it to. I think I'm just also very slow art. I mean, hell, it gives me more runtime, but it's like, man. my art speed is definitely something to work on. It is kind of like the death of me. Honestly, I was kind of I'm just looking beside me about against like, oh my god, like the PS3 games I have, I'm thinking like the PS3 games I have access to. I've been so excited to get that set up. Definitely there's a lot of JRPGs I want to. When I was a little kid, I got super into the Tales of series. I ended up buying Tales of Grace's F for very cheap, and that was like my childhood greatest of all time. For real, for real. All my friends are uncultured swines, don't know what Kingdom Hearts is. I mean, hell, what is stopping you from like pulling out like a gameplay video or something and being like, shakes them gently, play my game, boy, you gotta play my game. What's stopping you, you know? Or better yet, like bring your console to their house or something and you gotta like play together. You gotta join them. It can be difficult to get people into your favorite things, but it is not impossible. I have done it a great many times. I have things where my friends are obsessed because I was like, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna play this game. And you're gonna try it out no matter what. And sometimes it's like, oh wait, that's my favorite game. I literally know fan artists of games that I got them into, and it's always the highest honor. It's always the highest honor when you get a friend into something and then they start like actively becoming a fan artist of that, and it's like, I did it, I've won. They finally like the games I like. Best part is they all think they know the 2000s and 90s games. I mean, there's also a bunch of games from that era, right? There's like I would say there's a lot of things I do know, and I would say there's a lot of things I don't know. Some of which because I grew up with them, and some of them because like, you know, like as an adult I figured like, okay, this is a game I might be interested in, I'm gonna try it out, and then I tried it out and it was really fun. Like 2000s and 90s visual novels, like I got you. I have a ton of knowledge. I could ramble like forever. Literally this morning, like I woke up, I'm like, you know what, while I eat breakfast, I'm gonna read a little bit of my stories, and I was playing a visual novel from 1999, and it was, I'm not gonna say it was a blast. It was not the most enjoyable prose, but it was pretty nice. Oh my god, that is... I feel like every year I have to process how old everyone is. Oh my god. I'm not even that old. You're making me feel old now. I'm not even that fucking old. I'm 21. Oh my god. Oh, those people are parents now. Oh my god. Oh. Okay, there we go. I think this is... I'm hoping this looks at least a little bit good. I'm hoping my plan works out how to shade the tears. Okay, it's not the best, but it's not the worst. I feel like I'm going with it. She's only 38. I mean, yeah, that's fair. I'm just like, time is passing so far. I mean, yeah, some people just have, like, older parents. I mean, God, like... I mean, I'm friends with people in their 60s, so... I mean, that is a little less surprising. Even when I was a teenager, I definitely knew people with, like, older parents. So you have all sorts of people out there. I'm not surprised in the slightest. Okay, it's sort of like the tiers. There we go. Yeah, I think that's it's not as good as I was hoping for the tier shading, but I'm not gonna lie, this is better than I came in here expecting. A win is a win. A win is a win. I'm learning. I'm taking notes for next time. I am improving. If anything, this gives me an opportunity to draw a bunch of angst in the future, which is all I could ever want. It's like, damn, I gotta do some like depressing ass art with my OCs in the future. Oh my god. Oh, hey, oh, that's not good. That's, I mean, all I'm saying is that technically, once you become an adult, there is absolutely no reason why you gotta stick around them. I know a lot of people are gonna be like, but they're your family, you know, whatever. But like, once you start making your own money, to be completely honest, you can just leave. You never have to talk with them again. You look amazing. Thank you. Honestly, here's the thing. I believe in you. Like, you gotta, if you keep finding an excuse to draw angst, maybe you could be better than me at this very, very easily. I would not consider this to be like peak at all, or even like, but also sometimes I wonder if my standards are too high. I feel like everyone is kind of like, your standards are gonna be higher for yourself versus other people. That's just kind of how the world works. He's not sticking around. He's peace, love, and chicken grease. I've never fucking heard that. Oh my god. Is that what people are saying nowadays? I on stream, honestly, I keep, sometimes the only way you could say things is with like the new age slang you hear, and every time I think, oh yeah, this is the only way I can describe it, I regret it deeply. I feel like I've never been good with slang, but I feel like a lot of the time it's like, I'm not saying that right, but I'm not thinking of the right word right now. Okay, fair enough. I'm like, is there new slang I'm missing? Is there? I mean, there probably is. There's always slang I'm missing. It feels like a full-time job just trying to keep up with what people are saying. But also, every time there's new slang, it's like, damn, okay, it's gonna take me, like, I don't know, like, 120 business days just to be like, okay, I get that now. I'm gonna start using that now, and then by the time I start using it, it's like, damn, it's like uncool now. Oh no. But like, I don't know, at the end of the day, eventually you kind of get used to like, oh, okay, you know what, it's whatever, being uncool. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of slang that we grew up with that older people definitely probably fucking hated. I feel like it is the generational curse of everything. It's like I don't get it, but at the same time, it doesn't really cost anything to be like, you know, I don't really get your slang, but the least I can do is like either like try to understand, or at least just be like, you know, I don't get it, and that's fine. It is what it is. Okay, wow. I think that is pretty good in my standards. I feel like once in a while it's like, yeah, I'm gonna change it up. I'm gonna start trying out things, and this is turning out better than expected. This is not my usual way of doing it, but I mean, you're also on stream, and it's like, yeah, I'm just gonna do what I'm gonna do. Like, it's not like I have references. It's not like I have references while I'm here. It's just like, you sit down, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna start drawing now, and if it turns out good, it turns out good. That's all I could hope for. I mean, I don't get it. I don't get it, but I feel like we have our share of things. I mean, I'm assuming you're like Gen Z as well. There's everyone kind of has their share of things where it's like, yeah, like people don't really get this. I wish I could have a, you know what? I do have an example. You remember? I don't want to nom. I want to nom your artwork. That is like the biggest compliment. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I got like a two sometimes like fuck. I gotta eat it. I gotta eat it. I need to beam it directly into my brain now. Okay, okay. Remember? Do you remember ever seeing like deep fried images of Markiplier where it's just like E? And that was like the shit. That was like funny as hell. You would see that like everywhere. I feel like that's an example of like there were definitely going to be a lot of people who did not really get that either. But it is that's how the world works. I feel like the world moves too fast to understand everything. That's just how it goes. But we had so many memes that older people would definitely be like, "Ah, oh, what the fuck? What the fuck does that mean?" So yeah, exactly. That is my point. That is my point. That is my point. You can't get all of it, you know. There's always gonna be things where it's like, I feel like everyone is like, the kids these days, because I mean, they were like, the kids these days with the millennials, and then with us, and then like now we're like, the kids these days. I don't know. I feel like I'm at that age where I can actively feel my brain maturing. It's weird. Okay, that is the shadow layer. There we go. There we go. Okay. Let's get to shading the hair. Shading is like, that's okay. That's okay. It's the highlights where it's like, that's amazing. My greatest work, but you gotta get this done before you can get. I mean, you can do it in any order. It doesn't really matter. It's just like, this is gonna make it look better, easier. Yeah, I mean, everyone had that sort of thing. There's so much I look back on, and it's like, why did I say that? Why did I say that? And it's like, youth. I know a lot more now than I did in my youth. Everyone gets that. The hair is giving Miku. I love that. I love that. Oh my god, I love that. I love Vocaloid so much. That's like, I'm so happy about that. I've been. Oh wait. I just remembered. I've had a sticky note beside me the entire time of like, oh yeah, stream topics. I just have not had the chance to sort of look at it. Oh my god, I did have some like crazy like, oh my god, things. One thing I'm really excited for. I need to sort of refresh myself on when the date is. I think it's definitely for the next few weeks. I have tickets for Miku Expo. So I am super excited for that. I'm gonna be honest, I tried reselling them. And then it's like, oh yeah, the laws changed, and now we kind of just delisted everyone reselling it, and you can't put it back up for another week. And it's like, damn, okay, I guess I'm going anyway. I mean, fuck, like 20 minutes ago, I spilled tea all over my drawing tablet. And it's not the first time I've done that either. I bought tickets for Miku Expo 2024 last time I was here, as a sort of gift. But this time, when the pre-sale was happening, I had a lot more money than this. But when the pre-sale was happening, I was literally at work that day. I'm like, oh shit, oh my god. I need to make this. I am so worried. I'm so worried. I took my break early, like super fucking early. Like an hour into my shift. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna need to take a break now, catch the pre-sale. I ended up getting tickets, which is like, thank God, because I was worried. I was so worried about that. What the fuck? What layer did I put this on? Nothing is on the right layer. None of this is on the right layer. Oops. Okay. There we go. I have not seen the set list so far. I didn't spoil myself last time, and I wasn't gonna spoil myself this time. But I'm super excited for that. I know they're having a couple events. I think in three of them, they're having Digital Stars Flavor Volley events. But also that's more money, so. But I did see that going on. I've seen a little bit of the set list there. It's just like, oh, I'm so excited to see what's going on. I'm so excited for that. Yeah, the wrong layer is really like artist nightmare, and yet it always gets me. All the time, without fail. I feel like if I undid my layers, there'd be a shocking amount of things that are not where they're supposed to be. I'm gonna take another sip of my tea, just in case it is. Artistic rage, absolutely. Without a doubt. It is so frustrating, and yet it is the most common experience. I feel like it's kind of nightmarish at times. Especially when it's like, oh my god, there's so much. I was supposed to separate these, and now like everything's fucked, and now I need to go back and see what's wrong. It's like, oh no. It definitely delayed how long it was taking me when I was drawing my model. Cause I go to check the layers, and I'm like, oh yeah, is everything separated right? Is everything separated okay? It's not. And when you're making a VTuber model, you need the layers separated. That's how you rig it. And so it's not separated right, you're fucked. You are fucked. Absolutely. I hate drawing on paper, but I also hate drawing on screen. I used to hate digital art, but that is because when I started doing digital art, I did it with a mouse. People who draw with a mouse and people who draw digital art on their phones with their finger are a special kind of talented to me, because what the fuck do you mean? I can't do that. When I ended up buying a drawing tablet, it increased the amount of art I was doing by so much, because like I would be drawing digital art with a mouse and I'm like, wow, I hate this, but I like doing this. Nowadays, like I still do traditional art, but traditional art to me is kind of like my sketches. My traditional art for me is a sort of like sketch, get some ideas sort of thing. Like I'm drawing traditional art, it will definitely be, like I'm trying to design a character, I'm trying to design a new outfit, I'm trying to figure out like there's the specific asset I need. What's the design I'm gonna do? Like many of the pieces of art I have used here for myself have been definitely I've drawn it on paper first. My design was originally on paper. God, that was years ago. I didn't actually finish my model for years, so. Too broke to buy an iPad, so I have to draw my shit school laptop. Oh my god, why are they always shit? Back when I was in school, we used to have Chromebooks, and they were so bad. They would lock down everything, and then like the school Wi-Fi was like, tell me why they're always blocking the most random shit, and it's like on and off too. I I literally had free VPNs were actually the meta back in the day because like, oh yeah, you can access whatever the fuck you want on free VPNs. And then when I had a data plan, I ended up using a lot on my data, on my data, just because like, by the end of my schooling years, I couldn't access Discord to text my friends, so I would always be like, okay, let's use all of my data, and I had like no data because I only had like the you auto renew it on your credit card, and you get 250 megabytes a month. It's not shit. So I was always using that just to text my friends, and it sucked. It has things. Canva rages me. I am so thankful to have never used Canva. I am very, very, very thankful. But if someone told me to use Canva, I would just be like, yeah, right. And I would use like GIMP or Photoshop or something. But also, I mean, I have an actual laptop, so I'm able to. Chromebooks are definitely the worst for being locked down. Thankfully, at my high school actually, it blocked most things, but I remember for a while people would get around that by just bringing their own USB. I definitely saw people play Call of Duty on the school computers because for a while it was a sort of meta where it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna plug in my USB with my game already on it, and I'm gonna do that. I used that to get myself Photoshop on the library computers because only like half the computers in the school had Photoshop. So whenever I needed to edit something, I just bring my own Photoshop. I use Paint as well, like Microsoft Paint. Nightmare program. If you can get your, like, download a free art program. Seriously, Microsoft Paint is like, nightmarish. People use it to make really shitty, like, joke art. Because it is really shitty. I'm not gonna lie to you. This one I use, Krita, is free, but I mean, like, it's... I think there might be an Android app where if you can download Android apps on the Chromebooks, probably not. I mean, school laptop. If it's Windows, there's a lot of things you can use. Half of the students at my school bring their iPads or home laptops. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, if you have it, I definitely knew a lot of people who brought in even their own, like, Chromebooks. Or not Chromebooks. I knew people who brought in their own MacBooks. Usually if they had, like, money, they'd bring in their own, MacBooks, and that was, like, a whole thing. Yeah. Definitely. I got you on that. I mean, iPads, back in the day, I used to use IBIS Paint, and it's not the best, but, like, it works on your laptop, honestly. If you can download a program, huge possibilities there. If not, some programs have like portable versions. Like, there's things you can use other than Microsoft Paint if you really have to. Microsoft Paint is like nightmare. It's not touchscreen, but it's also huge. Yeah, I get you on that. God, I don't think I've ever used a touchscreen computer. Those are like crazy, like rich people computers to me. I say as if I don't have a fucking gaming laptop, but I mean, yeah, like my laptop is fucking heavy and massive for what a laptop is, but I mean, I still take it places. Like, I do so much work at the library. It's actually kind of insane. It's like, oh, if I can't focus in my house, I just head to the library, and then I'm able to get shit done. This is not normally where I start with the hair shading, but if it works, I'm just gonna kind of get things done. I just kind of like scribble, and it works. It's like my pro strat. It is absolutely my pro stat. Oh god, honestly, I am excited for Miku Expo. I'm hoping it's a lot better, because when I went, it was 2024, and that was the year of the many controversies. I remember seeing entire like iceberg charts. I would see ice like even before I went to the show. Like I did not spoil myself with the set list, but what I did see is like, oh yeah, like someone pissed on the floor in Vancouver. There was a hit and run at San Jose. Like I would see the entire tier list of like the everything that happened. Some of the things on the tier list would just be Elmo, because there were people at one venue shouting Elmo, 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 like the Sesame Street guy. So hopefully it's not like a shit show, like it was. I mean, like I went the year where the screens were kind of shit, and like by the time they got to me, the screens were a lot better. But, you never know. That is so like baffling to me, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah. There were, God, there were videos online of like, I think the venue was like playing ads for other shows, and one of them was like a Sesame Street ad. I know, right? One of them was like a Sesame Street ad, and people were literally chanting like Elmo, Elmo, Elmo. Honestly, the one that was like, I can't believe that was an actual thing, was definitely the hit and run at San Jose. That I'm still not over. Like people were taking selfies with the license plates. Someone's car got fucking hit like right outside the venue. Oh my god. There's a lot of video ideas that I've been thinking of, and like it's like, you know, I'm like actually doing it, but like the one thing that I think would be definitely like not what I usually make, but like super fun is like I would actually like to make, I would love to make an iceberg video specifically on that, because like it's a fun topic, and it is a topic I happen to know a lot about. yeah, it was, oh my god, the fucking news around there was like unbelievable. So hopefully it's better, but honestly, if it's not, I mean, it would be really funny, but also it'd be kind of crazy to have like 2 shows like that. Okay, this is not, I'm just gonna, sometimes it's like, this is not turning out how I want. I'm just gonna start over. And this is definitely the time where it's like, you know what? The highlights here, I'm not vibing with it. I'm not vibing with this at all. Not in the slightest. I really want to go to a comic con or furry convention. Oh my god. Definitely. When you go to your first convention, it is going to be a blast, I promise you. Comic cons are, I've been to both. I will admit I've been to both Comic Con itself, and I have been to a furry convention. Furry convention was more fun, but also Comic Con is Toronto Comic Con is kind of shit, but it definitely depends on where you are. I know the one that people always hype up as like the big crazy one is like San Diego Comic Con, but also there's going to be different organizers for every single one, so it really depends on your local Comic-Con on like whether or not it's a good one, whether or not it's kind of a shit one. But furry conventions, oh my god, they are so fun. Oh my god. You're definitely gonna have a blast. Nowadays, if I may give my con goer wisdom, I've been to conventions a lot. I've been to a lot of anime conventions as well. Specifically, I've mostly been to just anime conventions. But barked at. That's fucking crazy. People do that? Oh my god. Back in the day, it used to be like, you want to buy anything from the artist alley, things like that, you need to bring cash. But nowadays, like with advancements of technology and how easy it is to get like a Square card reader, a surprising amount of people actually accept card nowadays. So you can literally go there and pay with your debit card. It's crazy. But part of it is because I feel like I am stuck in my ways. And part of it is like, I think it's good advice still. Bring cash, because it's also a very good way to budget. Because you go on your card, not only do you have to pay the sales tax, which a lot of people will not charge you the tax, probably because they're underreporting their taxes. That's probably what it is, but it's a win for both y'all. You usually don't have to pay tax at conventions if you pay in cash. And it's easier for everyone. Like card, yeah, they get a bunch of sales, but also then you have to pay tax, and then it's easy to spend too much. I always go with cash, and then you can just budget whatever you're gonna use. And then once you're out of cash, that's it. If you know you can be responsible with it, and it's like, okay, I have some extra money, then like, yeah, I have gone to the bank to get more money. But that has been like, okay, I can afford this. And it is still like, I told myself, like, if I need to, I can just go back. That is fucking crazy. I didn't know people actually did that. My favorite anime, God. Oh God. I will admit, I do not watch too much anime nowadays. Usually, my sort of like story consumption is I read a bunch of visual novels, to be completely honest. But my favorite anime is Madoka Magica. And my favorite movie specifically is the Rebellion movie. I am incredibly excited for the movie that's yet to come out, While Purgatory Not Rising. I keep looking back like, oh my god, when's it gonna come out? I mean, can cats have peanut butter? That's never been an issue for me, so I legitimately have no idea. My cats have eaten some weird fucking shit before, though. I have one cat who, I mean, it was because my dad was a fucking enabler of it, but, my dad used to feed this guy Cheerios every single morning. It was like their, morning ritual. My cat would walk into my parents' room, and they'd just be eating Cheerios together, like milk and all. And my other cat, you eat sour. Hello, welcome to the chat. Invite SpongeBob. No idea what that means. No idea why we should invite him. I'm not gonna lie. Cat likes to steal my food. Yeah. I've had that before. One of my cats, I swear to God, if you were around here and you have an open bag of sour cream and onion chips, cats can't even have onion, like it's poisonous to them. So first of all, that's really bad. Second of all, why that one specifically? Crazy to me. But sour cream and onion chips, if you were near it, she will run to you. She will literally try to lick the crumbs off your hands. It is fucking insane. And she's been doing that for years. She's literally opened bags to try to get to the chips. It's like you can't even have them in the house, or she will try to eat it. I'm like, she knows what she likes. It's just crazy to me. She lets your cat drink her milk after a bowl of cereal. Yeah, I mean, my dad used to do the same thing, but like my cat would also eat the Cheerios, which is the craziest part. Sour cream and onion chips, what a coincidence. You better watch out. There might be a cat in your vicinity that's gonna like nom eat all the chips. Every time I make a weird sound effect, I'm always like, oh god, like me editing my clips is gonna have a fucking field day listening to this one. Then every time I edit my clips, I'm like, oh dear god, the sound effect I made, what did it sound like? Okay, it's going. This definitely, oh yeah, the amount of depth that added. I'm not really vibing with this as much as I should, but it's coming along, and I'm happy for that. It's really, really coming along. Yeah, right now I had to kick him. Yeah. I mean, that's the one thing of, like, experience with dogs that I've had, because they will try to eat anything you are eating. It does not matter if it is, like, actively... I mean, because, like, they don't know it's bad for them, right? You are eating anything in their vicinity, they're there. They will literally stare you down, just waiting for you to drop something. It's crazy, it's crazy. They don't leave you alone. Is she like the art, or like your cat? I'm gonna this. Just gonna take this in here. Here we go. I'm not too good at like drawing hair is like the shapes. I'm still learning how to make it good, but I like to sort of section off the hair. Oh, my art. I am a guy. Yeah. Yeah. Ta-da. It's me. It is inevitably going to be used for emotes. I have been, every single week, I have been back here with more emotes. And just because, like, I did it once, and it's like, you know what, that was kind of fun, actually. And it means not only do I actually draw them, but when I inevitably hit the follow count for affiliates, and I'm out of emote purgatory, as I've been calling it, I'll be able to use emotes. So it's useful to get them going in advance. And then eventually I'm out of emote purgatory. I have all the emotes I will ever need. So it's useful, it's fun. Thomas Jefferson won't be there. He's just kinda vibing here. I started this last stream, and I was like, okay, you know what? Am I gonna draw him? Am I not gonna draw him? I don't know. And I'm like, my fault. I gave in, and I drew him. And it's like, this is not the best decision, but like, I just kind of need to. Like, I am not resisting the temptation. Thank you. Yeah, definitely. I love looking at things that are like, ah, that's so edible. Yay. Okay, there we go. That's a lot better, yes. Okay, I have more highlights here. A lot of the highlights on most of it are not done, but I was literally so hopeful too. I'm like, ah, yeah, I have some other things that I'm gonna need to get done. Like, oh yeah, I can just complete it on stream. We are not completing this one, much less my other one. I mean, it's good to plan things out in advance, but it's also like, when it doesn't happen. It's gonna sound like a turtle doing it too. I've never heard a turtle eat. I'm actually curious about how they sound when they eat now. I am so curious. Shading, yes, that's too dark. Okay. I think this, yeah, it's a lot better. There we go. I think I'm gonna finish the hair shading, and then I am going to. I think after this hair shading, yeah, I am going to call it a night. I think I'll go for a little bit longer. I'll let it hit 2 hours because I'm gonna feel bad if I don't let it hit 2 hours. I hope I just started. I'm your first VTuber. Oh my god, an honor. I hope you're enjoying it. I hope you are rocking with this. Thank you for showing up. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm actually so honored now. I admittedly I have been watching VTubers for years, but I mean like that's kind of like why I'm like yeah, I'm gonna become one. Oh my god. Because I just really like them so much that I'm like, you know what I'm gonna fucking do. I'm just gonna make my own. I'm just gonna make my own. And then I did. And it was a lot of work, but it is a whole new software you have to learn, a whole bunch of time. Like, it's not the hardest thing to learn, it just takes forever. Someday I'll make myself an upgrade and I will not. Will I enjoy it? Not as much as I should. VTubers are so chill. I am. Yeah, I feel like it. I mean, like, you're gonna find like different sorts of people in everything. You know. Some of them are gonna be like super crazy chill, and some of them are like different vibes for everyone. I think that's the kind of beauty of it all. No one really like yeah, there's sort of like genre conventions, like everyone kind of inspires each other, but you know, like no one's truly the same, you know? Like every time people have a favorite, and people get so passionate about this, I promise you. Every time people have their favorites, they definitely have a reason. I have reasons for why I like my favorite VTubers. Seeing VTubers pop on my feed on YouTube and Insta. Oh, that is good to know. That is good to know. YouTube is definitely like, I mean, virtual YouTuber. It's kind of where it all started, right? Instagram is, I mean, I have an Instagram. It's just like, it's not something I go on as often as everything else, but it's kind of like I'm still getting used to it. I'm still getting used to it. There's a lot of things where it's like, oh, this is a lot different than a lot of other socials that I've been on. My first live of VTuber. This is actually such an honor. Oh my god. Oh my god. Winning. I hope it is enjoyable for you. I hope I am not disappointing. Hair. Is that? Okay. Hair shading. I'm gonna make this a little bit darker, and then I'll be done the hair shading. Which I'm very happy about. It took a while, but I think it looks good. I think so. Here we go. Oh, that is... That's on a layer somewhere. I'll figure that out later. Okay, let me make that a little bit darker. There we go. Brush eye is smaller. Just gonna scribble in the hairline. There we go. That gives kind of... I'm gonna erase some of it. It gives kind of watercolor. I've slowly been learning how to work with watercolors, but it is not my specialty. Painting is not my specialty. I've been thinking of like someday I should probably do a art hand cam. Maybe I should do watercolors. Yay, let's go. Win. I mean, if you would, shameless plug. If you would like, I've been here every Thursday, 6 p.m. EDT, doing emotes. It's usually a lot more busy than this, but I mean, I started streaming a month ago, so it hasn't been very long. Let's go. I'm so happy. I keep saying that, but like legitimately, I am. I'm like, it means all the effort I've put in is worth it. But shameless plug, if you would like to come back, I definitely would be happy about that. But I hope that if not, I hope you are content with I hope you find more VTubers, and I hope you like them. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I am so excited for that. Considering this is like almost done, but like I'll probably take like a little bit to finish this one next week, and then I'll figure out a new emote to start. It's kind of been emotes all the way through. This is the goddess. This is like the 4th emote I've done on stream. Yeah, the 4th, I think. I'm thinking, yeah, it should be the 4th one. Yeah. And it takes me a while, but if it works. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you for the follow. That helps so much. I am eventually I will be able to get out of emote jail and have you able to use them. To be honest, I am not I don't normally I'm not the biggest chatter on other people's streams. I usually just lurk unless I'm like rating them or it's someone I know. So in terms of how you use emotes across the site, I'm not the biggest source of knowledge. I should be, but I mean, streaming has gotten me the chance to get to sort of find more people to watch as well. But thank you so much. Oh my god, I'm so happy. Okay, and then inside the ears, I always try to make it a bit darker inside. Cause like, it looks better. There we go. Yeah, that looks so much better already. I'm supposed to fix the liner a lot more before stream. I usually fix it up a lot more. I was in audio editing hell and didn't realize the time. Yeah, I think honestly that is a good trait to have. Definitely, no matter how old you get. If I may offer some advice, keep that with you always. It's always a good thing to have. There needs to be more people like that. Trust me. I come from a retail job background, and there's a lot of people who, to put it frank, do not think like that. So it always makes me really happy to see people that are like interested in choosing to be nice, but also like I think I'm just, work has me jaded. Okay, it's been, usually I do stream for, I mean, I can't say usually, I've only just worked up to streaming 3 hours, but this is usually where I call it. It's been 2 hours. This is so much work has been done. It was just the sketch layer and Thomas Jefferson. When I started. Thank you so much for coming to this stream, and any VOD watchers, thank you for watching as well. Right, I did have things to say. I'll have the VOD posted on my VOD channel, and in before midnight EDT today, I have some ASMR I'll have out on my YouTube channel, just like the everything I gotta do. Thank you so much for coming by. I hope to see you next time. I will be back for more art next week, and I will be back on Saturday, 6 p.m. for Volcano Princess. Thank you for coming. Goodbye. Here we go.